classified CIA experiment claims life did exist on Mars and they built pyramids. The agency produced a report on the covert experiment in the 1980s. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, once tried to go to very extreme measures to try and gather information from other countries. One of America's biggest threats, long has been, is Russia, with their feud dating back to the Cold War, which began in 1947. That was then known as the Soviet Union, and the U.S. butted heads over a series of different things, from ideologies and politics to the two countries' race to space. Amid the tension between the two powerhouses, the CIA hatched a somewhat unconventional plan to find out other countries' plans. This was called Project Stargate and saw the CIA begin to investigate the idea of using paranormal phenomena in the military. Basically, they wanted to train people to be able to do remote viewing in a bid to gather information. Remote viewing refers to a type of extrasensorial perception that involves using the mind to see or manipulate distant objects, peoples, events, or other information that are hidden from physical view, Popular Mechanics explains. Stargate was taken over by the Defense Intelligence Agency, DIA, in the 1980s, which is when the unusual experiment involving Mars took place. As per the report titled Mars Exploration, May 22, 1984, the DIA psychologically transported someone to Mars. They did this using astral projection, the concept that a person's spirit can travel through the astral plane. The time the subject was supposedly visiting was 1 million years BC, and they were verbally given different geographical coordinates, supposedly on the red planet. The report, which is said to have been declassified in 2017, recorded what was said when the person in question supposedly mentally went to Mars while their physical being remained on Earth. The transcript shows that the individual reported seeing a pyramid or pyramid form, several severe clouds, and a perception of a shadow of people. The subject also was quoted saying, "I just keep seeing very large people. They appear thin and tall, but they are very large, wearing some kind of strange clothes." Does this mean we actually discovered life on Mars 40 years ago? Who knows? Project Stargate went on to run until 1995, when it was eventually concluded that remote viewing was not particularly useful or successful in gathering information. Both the DIA and CIA started to declassify documents that were attributed to the project in the run-up to it being shut down, so that the scientific credibility of the program could be externally reviewed. While the findings were compelling, reviewer Ray Hyman was not convinced that remote viewing was real. Hyman may have had his reservations, but he did admit that the contemporary findings, along with the output of the Stargate program, do seem to indicate that something beyond odd statistically hiccups is taking place. And this is from Neam Shackleton Unilad on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.